So recently, trans model and reality TV personality Sidney Starr was arrested in Georgia for child molestation. How does anyone explain being caught in a hotel room doing inappropriate things with a child? The level of seriousness behind these charges has definitely got everybody talking. Let's get into it. Quite frankly, it sickens me to even have to have this conversation. This is the first time in a long time that we've had anyone be faced with charges this egregious. Sidney Starr is facing several very serious felonies for being caught in a hotel room doing inappropriate things with a minor. The charges that Sidney faces include aggravated child molestation, sodomy, and sexual battery against a child under 16. To which I have to say again, how the hell do you explain that? It's not like the cops didn't find Sidney at the hotel room after the occurrence just happened. This is not he say, she say. They came on the scene and they got her ass up out of there. So what's your defense against this? What is your alibi? That's what I'd like to know. What were you doing with the minor in your hotel room to begin with? You can do all type of weirdo stuff as an adult if that's what you want to do. That's on you. But when you start bringing minors into the equation, that's when I've got a problem with it. Sidney is currently being held without a bond in Fulton County Jail in Georgia, as she should be.
The charges in this story are disturbing, and I just want to say that before we get into it. Reality TV personality Sidney Starr is behind bars in Fulton County, facing severe felony charges involving a minor. Hapeville police arrested the model and television personality whose legal name is Sydney Favors on Sunday at the Embassy Suites on International Boulevard. Police say Favors is charged with sodomy, sexual battery against a child under 16, and aggravated child molestation. Starr, known for her appearances on reality and drama series including Baddies and Empire, remains held in custody at the Fulton County Jail. Investigators confirmed that the case has now been handed over to the Fulton County District Attorney's Office for prosecution, and due to the victim's age, police say that no additional details will be released regarding the case at this time.
So that's where we are now. But a lot of people are still wondering, well, how did we get here? How did we get to the point where we have a 37-year-old trans woman alone in a hotel room with a little boy under 16 years old? How did that happen? Well, news outlets are giving us the exact account of how it happened. According to arrest warrants and police records, Yahoo and People.com reported that Starr claims she met a minor in the hotel lobby who told her he was 18. So this person just went and picked up a child at a random hotel lobby and took him back to their room to get it in? That's what we're doing now? Sounds particularly predatory to me. There's also an alleged confession listed here. Police stated that Starr admitted to performing an illegal sexual act with the boy, incorrectly asserting that it was consensual. And as far as evidence is concerned, officers conducted a search during the response and discovered open condoms on Sidney Starr's person. So this is a mess. We got a lot going on here, and none of it looks good, because it doesn't matter what you thought at the end of the day. And honestly, I'm not seeing any feasible way to wiggle out of this. This is disgusting. And it looks like Sidney Starr is cooked right about now. Additionally, what threw me off after everything that went down and people reporting that there was a confession, Sidney Starr's people came out to say that she was innocent somehow and she was going to fight these charges. Wow.
Sidney Starr is speaking out after her arrest surrounding multiple charges. The reality star telling TMZ August 3rd she, quote, unequivocally denies the allegations against her and intends to vigorously defend herself through the legal process. Sidney was taken into custody August 2nd per an arrest warrant obtained by Oxygen.com, with the doc saying Sidney faces charges for sexual battery against a child under the age of 16, aggravated child molestation, and sodomy. Sidney adding in her Monday statement, quote, allegations should not be mistaken for fact, and public opinion should never replace due process. All this coming after Georgia authorities were called to a hotel August 2nd, where they arrested Sidney after an investigation revealed her involvement in, quote, an alleged sexual assault involving a minor. Per a statement from police, Sidney also said August 3rd she hoped one person's alleged actions wouldn't translate to any any judgment or stigmatism of the transgender community, along with thanking her supporters and asking for privacy as she navigates the legal troubles lodged against her.
So the statement that allegations should not be mistaken for fact and the public opinion should never replace due process, that's absolutely correct. However, they rolled up on you at the spot. You were in the hotel room with the minor. And also, according to People Magazine and what they're reporting, you gave the police a confession that you performed on a boy under 16 and it was consensual. This is what you said. According to the police, you said this to the police. So you was just playing? This is wild. This is some of the most egregious shit I've heard in a long ass time. Both things can't be true. You was either lying then or you lying now. You either gave false information to a cop or you're going to give false information to the court. Which one is it? And people are running around here surprised. And I'm not, because when I think back, this is the same scumbag that came out and destroyed Chingy's career by making false allegations about what he had going on with Chingy.
That was the first time I met him, definitely, at that performance.
At what point did you decide to, put out the story that you and Chingy had some sort of romantic relationship?
I would say like 2 years after we took those pictures together.
Rumors, the false rumors, Sidney Starr, that's been well documented at this point.
When that happened, I lost a lot of stuff based off a lie, which was that was the most oddest thing I've ever seen. When the individual apologized and it so-called went away, which it took years to blow away, nah, man, ain't nothing good happened from that for me. What was wrong was a lot of sabotaging and bull crap in this industry. That situation, that hurt my career.
So the reason I brought that story up is to put it out there that this is the mentality of the person that we're dealing with. We literally know who Sidney Starr is because she lied on somebody else, made up a story, destroyed this man's life, and came to prominence that way. That's what happened. And so I'm not surprised at all about the accusations, because from what we know of this person, they are a degenerate. And the other huge headline that came out of this drama is people in Sidney Starr's own community are upset with her for reinforcing negative stereotypes about trans people. I'm not co-signing this dude because I didn't like what he had to say about straight black men being enemies of black society. That was some bullshit. But Funky Dineva had something useful to say about this. Check this out.
You personified everything those people fearmonger and portray trans people to be. You laid it right out on the table for them to now use what you did to this boy as the poster child for why trans people should not have rights, why they should not be able to go in bathrooms, and why they should not be parts of society because they're going to do what? Rape and hurt and kill, endanger and sexually assault your children. Thank you so much, Sidney Starr, for setting the entire community back forever and a decade for doing that. There is nothing about a teenage boy that can even get me to crack a smirk, yet alone a smile. 30-year-olds are unattractive to me. There is nothing attractive to me whatsoever about anybody under the age of 35. That's just me. I'm 43. How the hell you managed to get activated in between your legs and in your butt for a 13-year-old child? And I'm going to tell you something else. I might not be able to prove it, but this ain't the first underage person you mess with, baby. That's not on you. It's in you. That's not on you. It's in you. Karma, don't forget no address. And you going to jail for a long time. This makes up for all the devilment that you have done, Sidney, because from the moment you stepped in our sight, you have been a menace to society, starting with you ruining Chingy's career in lying, going on to the way you behaved on Love and Hip Hop. It's giving mental illness. It's giving arrested development. It's giving stunted growth. It's giving some drug use. And as a result of it, you might be doing a minimum of 25 years. You going to jail.
Homie went to town on his ass, as he should, because there's no excuse for that. This is a child. How does it process in your mind when you feel this type of way for a child, you degenerate weirdo? Lock that ass up and throw away the key. It don't make no kind of sense. What the streets are saying, like he said, is that this was a 13-year-old. We gotta protect our children from all these goddamn weirdos. Lock that bitch up and throw away the key. That's what you do with people like that. You make an example out of their ass. You already out here destroying lives, fighting on reality TV, setting a bad example for the community. We don't need you. So in my view, that's cleaning up the streets. put people like that exactly where the hell they belong. That's what I think. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so that you know when we go live or upload a new video. Major Gauge Podcast, we lit. All right.
Major Gauge Podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe.